scholars, welcome to math with Miss Ramirez. That's me. Make sure that for today for math that you have your whiteboard and marker. You'll need your counter so you can follow along with me, and your number bond sheet. If you do not have your number bond sheet, you can go ahead and draw it on your whiteboard. Okay, today what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be looking at the number 10. At what number? Number 10. Good job. And we want to know is how can we add different numbers to make the number 10. And we're also going to be taking away from the number 10 to see what number we get. All right, scholars, so now we're going to practice finding number partners for 10. What you need right now is your whiteboard and marker and your 10 frame and number bond sheet if you have it. If not, you can draw those on your whiteboard. Go ahead and pause this video and then click play again once you are ready. Okay, if you have your whiteboard ready, go ahead and write this down on your whiteboard and then follow along with me so we can do it together. You can go ahead and pause this video to write this down and then click play again once you're ready. Okay, so our first problem says, complete the number bond, write two equations. Now, they're asking us to write equations, but I don't know if it's an addition equation or a subtraction equation, so I'm going to check. And looking at my number sentence, I see that there is a plus sign and another plus sign. So we're definitely going to be doing an addition equation here. So now looking at my number bond, I notice that there are some numbers already given to us. What is our whole? Based on our number bond, what is our whole? Good, it's 10. So I notice that our equations already have our whole there. So that means that our job is to find the add-ins or our parts. But wait a second. It looks like we're given a part. It's 2. So go ahead and grab your counters. And we're going to put 2 counters on our tables. And now we have to find what number we need to make 10. So we have 2 already, and then we're going to continue to count on. So follow along with me using your counters. You have 2 already, and then you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job, scholars. All right, so now count your counters. How many did you put on this side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did you get 8 as well? Great. So now we're going to check our work using our fingers, our 10 fingers. So we already knew we had 2, and now we want to make sure that we get to 10. And our answer was 8, so let's try. We start with 2, and then we do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was 8 fingers. Great job, scholars. All right, so now to fill in my number sentence, we already were given 2, so that's our first add-in, and then we found out that the next number we needed was 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Now wait a second. We have another equation. What can I do with my number sentence there? Yes, we can switch our add-ins because when they're being put together, when they're added, it doesn't matter which way they go. So you can have 8 plus 2 equals 10. Great job, scholars. Kiss your brains. All right, go ahead and erase your whiteboards. And we're going to move on to the next problem. Okay, now go ahead and draw this on your whiteboard. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to, and then click play again when you're ready. Okay, our problem says, draw counters to show 10. Write 2 equations. Okay, so now we're going to check what type of equation we need for this problem. I noticed that there's a minus sign, so that means that we're going to be doing subtraction equations. Now, I don't see a number bond. What is this called? A 10 frame. Great job. So we're going to be using a 10 frame here. Now don't get tricked. They already gave us our whole. It says to show 10. So 10 is our total. And if I look at my subtraction equations, 10 is already there given for us because that is our total and that's what we start with. Now if I look at my number bond, if you want to draw one, I would put the 10 as my whole up here because I already know that 10 is the biggest number we're going to have. Now what we need to find is our parts, and this 10 frame can also help us. They already told us that there's 3 counters. So go ahead and put 3 counters on your table or whiteboard. And our number bond, our part is already 3. Now our job is to find the next part. So let's count on. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so how many blue counters do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job. So our other part is 7. Now to fill in our subtraction equation, it's the same thing. We just put our parts to make sure that it's the same thing. We are only going to be using these numbers in our number bond and our time frame. So we can do 10 minus 3 equals 7. And just like our previous problem, the parts can be switched. Not the whole, but the parts can be switched. So we have 10 minus 7 equals 3. Great job, scholars. Kiss your brains. You did a great job. Continue practicing these by doing your extra practice so you can become fluent in adding numbers between 10. Great job, scholars.